Today, I'm gonna be talking to you about the issues of teaching a listening lesson. My name is Jose Antonio Fernandez and I am an English teacher student from the degree of teaching English as a second language in the University of UNACH Online. And this video is intended to express my opinions about what are the obstacles we may face when teaching students listening comprehension into a second language. What I think personally that are the main two factors affecting our listening skills as non-native speakers are, first of all, laziness. And as I come to my blackboard to write down this important key piece when it comes to the factors of why we are not improving our listening skills, is because it's very important to point out laziness when it comes to native speakers who are either speaking so fast that they're not worried this is our second language, right? The laziness we apply when we are not correctly articulating the native sounds on speakers. I may not just blame it on both cases, the native and the non-native speakers. From both faces you could see that probably there are many visuals within the construction of a language. Linking the words, are linking, and even accents can become a barrier for us if we are not active listeners, if we are lazy. When I want to go behind the laziness of not studying, but when I want to go further, implying that laziness may come to us into several forms, such as developing bad habits at pronouncing English words, right? This is main of the factors why our listening comprehension it is not becoming better. Besides this laziness on pronouncing the words, there is the laziness of not wanting to learn about different topics, lack of vocabulary. To sum up how those two factors can be very damaging for our listening comprehension, to sum up why these two factors are so damaging, I would like to use an exercise called minimal pairs. Minimal pairs are not that usual in Spanish since our vowels may have only one vowel sound. When it comes to the letter A, in Spanish, we will have a general A, while in English, this may change in the depending on the different ways they articulate their voices in their own languages, and then from one vowel sound, such as in Spanish, we will have two, one long vowel and one short vowel sound. Being capable to understand why this simple difference between both languages can make our comprehension listening better is undoubtful because we are not really capable to understand why such tiny issues, tiny features within the pronunciation may completely change the sense of a whole sentence. So to do that, I want you students to come along with me and comprehend why it's important to talk about minimal pairs. Because even though the smallest difference in pronunciation within one vowel couldn't be that significant in Spanish, in English it will be. These three examples will give us a clear idea of why it's understanding to comprehend why such small changes are vital for the living existence of this foreign language. Look on the left side, the spelling of feel, which in Spanish means sentir, compared to the next minimal pair word, which is feel, which in Spanish could be llenar. So both words mean a completely different, each word means a completely different thing. When using it in a sentence, I feel love. The word feeling will express a verb that may completely affect a human being, a living thing, or a feeling entity. In comparison with the other minimal word, which will be feel, I feel, I feel water, expresses a completely different idea, a completely different action, which wouldn't affect a person but a thing instead. While these two words actuate in completely different senses, the next coming words as well will give you a hint of how important it is to make difference between these two vowel pronunciation. The word peel will apply for the action of cutting layers of skin within a fruit, while pill will refer to the noun to identify a medicine that is intaken for the body. Finally, referring to this last minimal pair, I have two words. The word feet, which may apply for the lower end of the legs, which may apply for the part of the body we use to step, while fit may more mean an adjective that qualifies something in a state in which it is capable to keep its original form. The differences between these two vowel sounds, even though it seems smaller than what we believe, it's important when it comes to the articulation of the mouth, the locutory organ, right? While double E may be pronounced as a smile that will let us breathe when we spell feel. The short vowel sound for the letter I on fill will tend to be very short and thrown towards the front part of the mouth. Understanding these features in pronunciation, I assure you, dear students, that your listening comprehension will become sharper. Thank you for finishing watching this video with me, and I hope to talk to you in another class later.